Why is it that Taylor Swift keeps getting accused of plagiarism? Hey, how's it going? I'm your host Bridget Shields, and let's take a look at this latest story because it's crazy. Musician Taylor Swift has once again been accused of plagiarism. Now it's true that she's had a pretty long career, which still seems to be going strong, but spending a lot of time in the public eye leaves you open for close analysis and critique. Taylor Swift released her new album titled Lover, and alongside it she also released a book with the same title. A woman named Teresa La Dart is now suing her as she believes the book is a copy of her own same name that she released back in 2010. Years ago, Taylor Swift was also accused of plagiarism for lyrics in her hit song Shake It Off, the case going through courts multiple times, and Swift seemed to be in a good spot in that case. So is it going to be the same thing here, or is Taylor in for some serious trouble? Let's take a look through the current lawsuit as well as the old one and see what people online have to say about the situation. Taylor Swift was first originally sued over her song Shake It Off back in 2017 by songwriters Sean Hall and Nathan Butler. They claimed that she had taken the lyrics from their song in 2001 called Players Gonna Play that was referencing Taylor's use of the lyrics, "Players gonna play, haters gonna hate." Swift seemed to get off easy when the case was initially dismissed a year later in 2018, saying that players and haters are just two commonly used words and phrases for them to be able to prove that Taylor got the influence from their song. But unfortunately, she didn't get away with it as a panel of judges brought back the lawsuit, and a federal judge ruled in 2021 that the case would be going to trial. Just earlier this month, Taylor filed new documents on Monday in regards to the trial. She said that she had never heard Hall and Butler's song before, and the similarities only exist because players gonna play and haters gonna hate are common across culture, saying prior to writing Shake It Off, I had heard the phrases players gonna play and haters gonna hate uttered countless of times to express the idea that one should shrug off negativity. To me at least, it seems pretty clear that the commonalities between the two songs and lyrics are just a coincidence and there was no intentional copying taking place. But let's see if the same could be said for this new lawsuit Taylor is now going to have to deal with. As I mentioned before, Teresa La Dart is the name of the woman who is currently suing Taylor Swift for allegedly copying her original poetry and photo book titled Lovers. She is claiming that Taylor's written addition to her Lover album of the same name is a pretty exact copy, despite being written over a decade later. Teresa claims that her book was widely available and insists that Taylor and her team must have seen it and created a copy to attempt to pass it off as an original work. She says that the concept of what Taylor is doing with the book, a quote, recollection of past years memorialized in a combination of written and pictorial components, is exactly what her book has. She also says that the photos featured on both the cover and the foreword are very similar to her own, and honestly when you put them beside each other it seems fair to come to that conclusion. But pastel colors and even the posing of the photos seems eerily similar. Teresa is asking for over $1 million in damages due to the fact that Taylor's book has sold almost 3 million copies just in the United States. Taking a look at social media, however, fans of Taylor seem to think that the woman's claims of copyright infringement were just laughable, making jokes and rude comments towards the author. Tweets said things like, "That author is literally irrelevant, nobody even knows who she is. She clearly just wants money from Taylor. The Lover album is in no way similar to her book." And I love how everyone keeps suing Taylor for things that so many other people have done, as if Taylor is not going to slay and win. So do you think Teresa has grounds for the lawsuit, or do you think she's grasping at straws? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.